and she's the first one out of all three of my siblings. I mean, not three, two of my siblings, and then me. I'm the third one.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm the third one.
Oh yeah, she's the third one. I'm the second one. But she's the first one to get a tattoo in our family. My mom and my dad don't have tattoos. My grandma don't have tattoos.
Our cousins.
Our cousins probably do. Probably have aunts and uncles that do, but we don't know. But I guess out of everyone here in Canada, which is not very many people, Joy is the first one to get a tattoo. And I always thought it was gonna be me. My whole life, I thought it was gonna be me first. But Joy ended up getting her tattoo first because she just scheduled it without me knowing. I mean, I did know, but after she scheduled it, she told me. And I was like, girl, we were supposed to get it together. And she's like, oop, I'm going with my friend because my friend is gonna get piercings. But then her friend ended up bailing because they don't have piercings there. So Joy just had this, you know, deposited appointment that she kind of has to go to. And I was like, oh, I'm sad because I wanted to go too. But then her class was canceled that day. So I was like, I can come. So I ended up going with her to her tattoo appointment. And it was such a funny day. It was her friend's cousin did her tattoo. And it was really nice. She was very nice. And I was really happy because I do want to get a tattoo eventually. And I know I will be going to her because she's so nice and she makes me feel so comfy and loved.
Shout out to Rose.
Shout out to Rose and Ajax. If you follow me on Instagram, if anyone's in like the GTA area, her @ is there. So just DM her for any appointments. I want to give her a shout out because she's so freaking nice. Love her. And then what else am I gonna say? Yeah, so it's funny because ever since we were younger, I was like, Joy, do you want to like get tattoos? And she's like, no, I'm never gonna get tattoos. I'm like, why? Like, why don't you just get one? And she was just like hypothetically, and she's just like, I just don't have a desire. And all of a sudden, she's in her like teenage rebellious phase in her early 20s. I'm gonna go and get a tattoo. You know what I mean? And we're like, oh dang. So yeah, and then that's what happened. And then I feel like this hat does not look good on me. And it's making me hot. Anyways. But yeah, that's what happened that day. And yeah, and we're like, she got on her arm here, so I was like, girl, you're not gonna be able to hide that for long. And we were always like wondering, I was like, oh, I wonder like how they're gonna find out, who's gonna find out first in our family. We ended up telling my sister because we were bored. And we were running errands. Yeah, we were running errands and then we went back to the car. We were like, oh, what if we just like tell my sister? You know what I mean? What if we just tell my sister that she got a tattoo? And we did, and she was just like, Monka, like, oh, that happened. And then my mom found out yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. She just saw her arm because Joy was doing something and then her sleeve went up. And then my mom was like, what's that? What's that?
She said, like how she said it usually. What's that?
And then what did you say? What did you say?
Ow. And she's like, you got a tattoo? And I was like, yeah.
And then it was all like history. I mean, there's no point in denying it, right? And then, yeah, it was really funny. Oh my god, it was so funny. And then I went to her, my mom, I was like, oh, so what do you think? And she was like, talking about something else. I was like, no, about the tattoo. And she was like, oh, did you know? And I was like, yeah, I went with her.
And she's like,
I know, she was like low-key like mad, but she's trying not to like be mad. She's like, oh, it is what it is at this point, like you can't do anything about it. But like I know in the inside she's just like, what the frick, you dummy, why'd you get a tattoo? But it was so funny. I tried not to say like I wanted one because I don't want her to be like, don't get one. Because I already know she's gonna say that, but yeah, it was really funny. My grandma hasn't found out yet, but she doesn't have social media, so we can talk about it on social media. But yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. It's almost healed.